So anyway, now that we've got to that point in the show, Brian, read us the ratings up to that period of time between the Jericho Appreciators and Maki Tito.
Maki Ito? I'm not sure where this is.
I don't care what sheet. She doesn't look
why,
like
why Maki
much.
Tito? It makes no sense. Why Maki Tito?
Because I'm thinking that she'd done better as one of the Jacksons.
Well, Maki Ito, that was...
Okay, Maki Germain.
Maki Ito.
Maki Marley.
Okay, that was the second to last segment.
Maki Randy.
All right, well, Rebby, let's get the
Maki
ratings
Rebby.
overall.
Good. What was her
See, now you got me doing this shit.
What was her only top 40 hit? Rebby Jackson.
Oh, no, I don't know. No one cares about Rebby Jackson.
Centipede.
How do you know that?
Because I have the picture sleeve on the 45.
Why do you have that 45?
Because I got every 45 that had a picture sleeve, because I love those things.
All right, well, we found Rebby Jackson's fan. Overall, Dynamite did 922,000. Now let's go to the quarterly breakdowns. These are from Brandon Thurston on Twitter, at Brandon Thurston. The show opened 984,000 viewers for Samoa Joe versus Johnny Elite.
Yep.
Dropped down to 959,000 viewers for the Young Bucks Hardy Boys confrontation and Adam Page versus Takashita.
Okay.
The next segment, segment 3, 985,000 viewers.
Back up
For the final 3 minutes of the Page match and the confrontation with Punk, as well as Keith Lee and Swerve versus the Workhorsemen, and their confrontation with the Jungle Friends and Starks and Hobbs.
The Jungle Friends.
Then, segment 4, the last segment of the first hour, stay steady. 983 off 985. That's for the Statlander Red Velvet confrontation and the MJF promo and the whipping of Wardlow.
Yeah.
After that segment, it's all downhill from here. And we didn't even see this, the Trent Beretta Rocky Romero promo and Kyle O'Reilly versus Rey Fenix.
I think I had to fart during that Trent promo.
We went from 983 to 917. The next segment, which was the Jericho Appreciation Society disaster segment, followed by... Actually, that was the whole thing. It was so long, that
was over 15 minutes. That was a segment.
We went from, let me go back, 983 to 917. Now we're at 876.
Ooh.
And then the next segment, which is Britt Baker versus Maki Ito, and we'll talk about the second part of the segment, back up off Jericho, back up to 900.
I thought that she would have run more people off than that. So you're mean to tell me that more people wanted to see Maki Tito than wanted to see Chris Jericho.
But again, I'm going to do this now, even though you want to wait till the end, because I think it tells the story.
Well, what happened after they saw Maki Tito?
The last segment of the show. So again, let's go back to the beginning. 984, 959, 985, 983. Relatively consistent for the first hour. The second hour, 917, 876 for the Jericho Endless segment, 900 for Britt versus Maki Ito, and the final segment with the Serena Deeb promo that we'll talk about, and the Adam Cole versus Jeff Hardy match, 777,000.
Ouch! That's what, they lost 125,000 people over 15 minutes.
And even, if we're talking about the key demo, which everyone talks about for the advertisers, the last 4 segments, 440, 420, 423, 378. So the major drop off at the end. And I know there's other things on TV, but if you have a good wrestling show, wrestling fans watch it.
Well, besides that, also, if you're an hour and 45 minutes into a 2-hour program, and unless you've seen something that you just said, fuck it, I can't take any more of this, aren't you going to wait out the last 15 minutes? Especially when it's supposed to be the main event, including one of the biggest stars in the history of wrestling over the past 20 years competing.
Well, again, you talk about the way fans could be trained to think certain things. If you've been watching AEW for the last 6 months, wouldn't you think the last 45 minutes of the show are going to be a waste? That they're going to get everything until the MJF segment. Usually it's everything up until the MJF segment, and then it falls apart. But seriously, I am not surprised the last 45 minutes of the show was terrible. The Jericho segment, the Serena D promo, the Hardy match, the Maki Ito match.
Well,
you can't book any of that and think people are going to want to see any of that.